the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Our featured matchup tonight in Chicago, where the Bulls will be going up against the San Antonio Spurs. Checking out the Spurs, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. Spurs head coach Greg Popovich, adding to his already lengthy resume, taking the helm of the U.S. men's basketball team. Do you like him as the pick? Kenny?
Well, without question, if you think about sports, he might not just be the most respected basketball coach. He might be the one most respected in sports in general. And, you know, he was assistant in the national team since 2002. He obviously knows the international game, and the players love him. And his style of play, everyone touches the ball, Shaq. Not one guy's just going to dominate.
And, you know, Pop is all about putting aside ego, working as a team. I think it's a perfect fit when you're bringing together that all-star talent. We all know what he can do with all-star talent.
But I don't think he's going to have to do any interviews during timeouts during the Olympics. That'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thank you for joining us.
Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. We're live, the home of the Chicago Bulls, the United Center. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Beard. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. So for the Spurs, their last game, a win against the Timberwolves. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
Well, it led to a big scoring effort, taking advantage of every weakness. So any possession the defense wasn't aggressive on, they were on the offensive end.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, Kawhi Leonard has been a great defender from day one, but he has developed into an elite offensive player as well. And Greg Popovich says he basically tells me what he wants to do now. He knows he has a green light. I think that's the difference. He's more confident, more aggressive, more hungry to score than in the past. Kevin?
And they need him to be that way, DA. Thank you, especially after Tim Duncan's retirement and Manu and TP getting older. This is Kawhi's team now, for sure. Hey, getting some early returns on the season, Brent, for top teams that are already looking great. How early is too early to start thinking about things like home court advantage?
Well, it's kind of like Christmas, Kevin. It's never too early to start thinking about the home court advantage. You know, a lot of veteran teams will tell you that they're not concerned about whether their game would travel come playoff time, but home court advantage...
For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Wade kicks to Portis. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And the Spurs last season, how about setting the all-time record for consecutive winning seasons with 20? This is a group that's won 50 or more games in every one of those seasons except the strike-shortened one in '99. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Chicago making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. Anderson, he's checked in for the Spurs. Here's Aldridge, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And let's quickly take a look at the stats for Gay. He had a strong showing last season. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
Fires from deep. That one doesn't drop. so the Bulls will take it the other way. And Greg, for the Spurs, they're so competitive. It's inevitable. They just win year after year.
Yeah, but that big three of Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili, the all-time winningest trio in the history of our league, had a lot to do with it. And as that era comes to an end, they're doing a terrific job of just picking up new star talent without skipping a beat.
Shot off the screen, misses off the left iron. Spurs trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Outside Holiday. The rebound by Anderson.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
That's good from Gay on the assist by Anderson. Gay's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Levine kicks to Portis. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. At the elbow, it's DJ. Bank shot, no good. San Antonio's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. 56 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Aldridge. They get it back. Mills. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And Patty's just so aggressive out there on the floor and forces the defense's hand. Constantly.
The Bulls have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. On the court right now for the Spurs. Manu is at the 2 with Leonard playing the 3. Aldridge out there with Anderson. And it's Mills in at the point.
Yeah, awkward shot there. I mean, creative on the leaner, but the D just made it too difficult for him to convert.
Leonard with the bucket.
And there just aren't many guys that have a more devastating mid-range game. Leonard has fine-tuned that shot to where it's almost automatic.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, the Spurs' Greg Popovich talked about developing players. He said, our method is usually tough love. I don't think coddling works, and beating them to death mentally doesn't work either. You give them a clear picture of what's demanded, show care, understand what makes them tick. If that doesn't get through, you get rid of them. Kevin?
And the military background of Popovich plays a part in this way of thinking, David. It's why the Spurs have been so successful for so many years. Dunn kicks to DJ and stolen by Aldridge. And now the fast break, Ginobili with the ball. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Spurs lead by 7.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Pass to Portis. And it drops once again. The bucket from DJ. DJ's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's a smooth operator in the paint, and DJ making the most of the high percentage shot in tight.
Ginobili kicks to Leonard. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Aldridge has got the lead up to 7 now for the Spurs.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Passes to Portis. Here's Dunn. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. No good on a 16-foot try from DJ. Leonard. The shot comes out, and that concludes the first half. It's the Spurs up 7. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out. Quarter about ready to get underway. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. DJ is checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Mirotic. Markkanen, he's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And Levine subbed in for Grant. San Antonio also making some changes. Anderson, he's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Leonard. And it's Ginobili in for Green. They've got Markkanen. D-Wade out there with Zach LaVine. And it's DJ. And it's Portis in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
At the elbow, it's DJ. Rebounded by the Spurs. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor. But
last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Raptors. The clock now can just run out for the Spurs. Now here's Mills. And so it's San Antonio with the win. They came in here and took care of business.